Here we have a problem on quadratic equation. Okay, let's go to the question. If the roots of the quadratic equation x square negative of p positive 4 times x positive 2p positive 5 equals to 0 are equal, then which of the following must be true? Here in the given answer choices, we have the value of p. Okay, now let's consider the quadratic equation, that is ax square positive bx positive c equals to 0. Actually, this is a quadratic equation in standard form. That is, we have everything on one side of the equation, on the other side we have 0. Whenever we have a quadratic equation in standard form like this one, ax square positive bx positive c equals to 0, and also if the roots of this quadratic equation, usually we have two roots for a quadratic equation. If both the roots are equal, then the value of the discriminant b square negative 4ac will be equal to 0. Okay, if a quadratic equation has two equal roots, then the value of this expression, that is a discriminant b square negative 4ac equals to 0. Okay, the question says this quadratic equation, the two roots are equal. Since the two roots of this quadratic equation are equal, then the value of this discriminant b square negative 4ac for this quadratic equation is equal to 0. Okay, now let me write the discriminant, that is b square negative 4ac equals to 0. Okay, what is the value of b? B is the coefficient of x. Here the coefficient of x is negative of p positive 4. Let me write it, negative of p positive 4. Then it has to be squared. Negative 4 times the value of a is the coefficient of x square. The coefficient of x square is just 1 in this case, 4 times 1. And the c is a constant term. Here the constant term is 2p positive 5. Let me plug in. This is equal to 0. Here we have this negative sign for this complete stuff p positive 4. So we have to consider this p positive 4 as a single term. Okay, here negative term is squared. Whenever I square a negative term, it will become positive. So because of the even exponent 2, this negative will become positive. So now we can take this exponent 2 only for this p positive 4. Then I'm getting p positive 4 the whole square. That is a negative of p positive 4 the whole square becomes just p positive 4 the whole square. Negative 4 times 1 is 4 times 2p positive 5 equals to 0. Okay, now I can consider the algebraic identity, that is a positive b the whole square, that is the square of the binomial. Its expansion is a square positive 2ab positive b square. Here we have the square of a binomial, so we can get the expansion of the square of a binomial using the algebraic identity I have explained over here. So comparing this and this, I get p at the place of a and b at the place of 4. So in this expansion, I have to replace a by p and b by 4. Then I'm getting p square positive 2 times p times 4 positive 4 square. Here I can distribute this negative 4 to this 2p, then I'm getting negative 8p. When I distribute this negative 4 to this positive 5, I'm getting negative 20 equals to 0. Then I'm getting p square positive. When I multiply this 2p and 4, I'm getting 8p. That is 2 times 4 is 8. 8 times p is positive 8p. Positive, the value of 4 square is 16. Negative 8p. Negative 20 equals to 0. So here this positive 8p, negative 8p will cancel out. Then I'm getting p square. When I combine this positive 16, negative 20, I'm getting negative 4 equals to 0. Okay, now let me continue over here. We have p square negative 4 equals to 0. Okay, now let me add 4 to both sides. When I add 4 to both sides, negative 4, positive 4 will cancel out. Then I'm getting p square equals to positive 4. Okay, my aim is to get the value of p, because in the given answer choices we have value for p. So to solve for p, I have to get up the square. To get up the square, what I have to do is I have to take square root on both sides. Whenever I take square root on both sides of an equation, for one of the square roots, I have to consider positive or negative sign. Usually we consider positive or negative sign for the square root which contains number inside. So this square root contains number 4 inside. We can consider positive or negative sign for this square root. And here the square root and square root will cancel out. I'm just getting p on the left side. On the right side, positive or negative. And the value of square root of 4 is just 2. Okay, now I got p equals to positive or negative 2. I'm getting two values for p. One is positive 2 and the other one is negative 2. So I find this stuff p equals to positive or negative 2 exactly in answer choice C. The correct answer choice for this question is C.